Hello again. It's me, Naija. So, Jumanji, the new one. So, I call my friend every time after I see a movie, and he lets me know how I feel about it, basically. Because I called him, and I was like, I have nothing to say about the movie, and he's like, well, then he didn't like it. I'm like, is that true? That's not true. Is it true? I don't know. Let's find out. Jumanji. Here's the thing. Before we get started, the Jumanji with Robin Williams is very close to my heart, and I nearly refused to see the new version. However, I went to see it. The movie was okay. It was funny at times. I love the actual game, though not the game like to play, but the mind of the game from when the Nick Jonas Real Guy character was like nobody play board games anymore. Then the game was like, oh, nobody want to play board games anymore? I got you. No, I got you. Bam. No more board game. Now I'm a video game. Watch this shit. Let's see. Was that Ruby Red girl named Martha? Martha? Was it? I don't know. If her name was Martha, how funny was Jack Black when he was like, there's literally a penis attached to my body right now. He was like, Martha, come look at my penis. now that, now that was funny. That was really funny. So basically, Jack Black was the only funny thing about the movie, which I expected going in. I only actually agreed to watch the movie because he was in it. If he wasn't in it, if it was another actor, I 100% wouldn't have seen it. Like, before, now that Jack Black, I'm like, oh, he's in it, then yeah, 60%. It could be 50-50. Who knows if I was going to see it or not. Yeah, but if he wasn't in it, I would have waited till it was on Netflix, so maybe not even then. Because, yeah, Jack Black, too funny. And who wants to see someone else play a teenage girl? No one. No one wants to see anybody else play a teenage girl besides Black Jack. That is just what we want to see. And how funny was it after the Ruby Red chick beat up all those guys? Jack Black was like, yes, queen. And then The Rock was like, yes, no, it was an awkward hug afterwards. It was not, no, yeah. So, but again, wasn't the funniest, it wasn't School of Rock funny. It was just like, he had his funny lines because he's just a funny guy. I was not convinced by the part when he saved Nick Jonas's life, because I thought CPR went differently. I thought you like blow, then pump, and then blow, and then pump, and then blow, pump. But he just pumped once, and then blew, and then blew until they realized he was giving life, and then kept blowing. And just like, where's the pumping? Don't you gotta pump? But then I had to convince myself it's just a game. If that's how they want to do it, then that's how they want to do it. And how sentimental was that ending? He was like, we named my daughter Bethany after the girl who saved my life. That was awesome. That was awesome. I guess another part I liked was when Kevin Hart was like, we've only ever we've only ever had one life. That was a nice line. Because, yeah, you guys did really only ever have one life. That was nice. Amy and Rory from Doctor Who. I think her name is Karen Gilligan. The redhead lady. She was nice. So her action fighting stuff, that was awesome. You don't see her do that a lot in the Doctor Who series. Let's see. Jumanji was funny toward the middle ending part. The beginning, middle, not funny at all. It was adorable how Nick Jonas and Jack Black was falling in love by the lake. He was like, "Oh, you saved my life." Oh my god. Those references was too funny. Yes, Cyndi Lauper is still hot, but yes, she's also like not the youngest person. That was so funny. And sad, obviously, because, he would have been stuck in a game for 20 years. So, let's talk about this time thing. When Robin Williams finished the game, he went back to his time, and him and his chick remembered for the rest of their life until they eventually met the kids. But the kids didn't remember them, right? So the kids didn't go back to the time. And you know why I think the kids didn't remember in the original Jumanji? Because their lives were completely different. Like, their parents were alive. And so, yeah, it wasn't even the same people. The people who had experienced Jumanji with Robin Williams and his chick, they didn't have any parents. I think that makes a huge difference. Then these people, of course, they will have to remember, because the only thing that changed is a house on the block. So that means only like conversations they have had growing up about a house changed a little bit. The only other thing I can think is how weird they were all in the same neighborhood. What, weren't they? And if that's the case, that means Nick Jonas, real person, he would have seen them basically growing up and had to keep his mouth shut and wait for them to, experience it, which is too funny though. I don't know, the drumming wasn't as emotional or exciting or intense as it was in the original Jumanji. For some reason, it was too low. I don't know, because when I remember when I was in a movie theater, the speaker on this side was the loudest for me. It had all the most dramatic effects. When the drumming came on, it was just like a hush drumming. I didn't see any urgency. I don't know if it was because the drum was too low, because the actors didn't. I didn't feel the urgency from the actors. It wasn't convincing. I found myself saying boo a lot, actually, to the screen and putting my thumbs down. But I think that was at the point where Dwayne was talking to Amy from Amy and Rory, the redhead chick. I don't know her name. Martha, Ruby Red, get her. When they were talking, I was like, boo, next scene. Like, seriously. And then Kevin Hart said exactly what I was thinking. Like, are you guys seriously doing this right now? While you were doing that, I was actually trying to get us out of this game, finding the whatever he found, the line thing, whatever. I just wasn't. I am glad that I didn't have to pay to see that movie, because I wouldn't have paid to see that movie. And if I would have paid to see the movie and saw the movie, I would have said that I paid to see the movie. Because again, I live in New York, and you see prices for movies. It's just like, no. Pretty happy that I didn't pay to see the movie. Does that mean I didn't like it? I don't think so. I think when it comes on TV, I'm like, yeah, okay, I can watch this right now. But it's not like, oh, you have to see this movie. You don't. You can live without it. If the missing piece was Nick Jonas, why did the map have a rip in it? That was funny to me. I can't think of anything else that was funny. I could probably think of 6 parts in the original Jumanji that's funny right now, and I could tell you each line word for word, specifically about how it was funny and when it was funny, when it happened on the show or movie. I can't tell you that with this Jumanji. I can remember, all I could think was funny was that penis part, which was hilarious. Literally have a penis tattoo. And, oh, it was funny when Kevin Hart was like, when he crossed over the alligators to Nick Jonas, and he was like, I got this. I defang a snake a second ago. Have some respect. That shit was funny. That was funny. No, soundtrack wasn't alright. It was just like, yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, if I think of anything else, I'll redo the video.